OGQ is an organization started in India by international athletes like Prakash Padukone, Geet Sethi, and Vishwanathan Anand to help Indian athletes improving their chances of winning medals in Olympics, Asian Games, and Commonwealth Games. Now, last 2 years, we've been organizing an event in Boston. I got involved with that organization a few years ago. What we have done on behalf of Boston and on behalf of several donors is made a commitment to OGQ that we as a Bostonians would like to support archery as a sport for the 2028 and 2032 Olympics. India has never won a medal in archery. And I believe archery is actually our sport. If you look at our old scriptures, we talk about having a Dhanush at Bhagwan Ram's time and Lord Shiva's time. And of course, Arjun was a great archer. Despite all of that, somehow we have not won any medal in archery. So we made a commitment to support OGQ in their efforts to athletes who have the best resources in the world to help our archers improve their chances of winning medals in the upcoming Olympics.
Welcome to India and England News. Our guest today is entrepreneur, CEO, and philanthropist Vivek Sharma. He has been championing one fantastic cause in recent years, a non-profit group based in India called OGQ, Olympic Gold Quest. We are going to talk to Vivek Sharma today regarding his fantastic commitment to sports which he made on behalf of Boston, why he did that. So, Vivek, welcome to our studio.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And let us start with your commitment about this special sport. So I want you to tell the story.
So OGQ, as you said, is an organization that is helping athletes realize their potential and helping India, gain more medals in Olympic, Asian Games, and other international competitions. So we've been supporting athletes in places where they need help to compete with the best in the world. And last few Olympics, you've seen the India's performance, whether it's for normal Olympics as well as for Paralympics, has increased and improved significantly. And OGQ has been a significant part of it. Yeah, as part of that, we got the OGQ team to visit us last year. And if you remember, we had
I attended last year, yes.
Mirabai Chanu,
Sure.
the silver medalist in the weightlifting, was here. Very inspiring. It inspired a lot of people in the Boston area. And this year, we were very, very fortunate to have Vishwanathan Anand, who is one of the founders of the OGQ, we've been supporting from very early stage, along with Prakash Padukone and Geet Sethi, who visited us and inspired a lot of people yesterday.
And Anand, he's the many times champion.
8 times world champion. He's also in chess. One of the legends, Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan. There are a lot of other awards like Arjun Award, Khel Ratna Award, and all of that. But more importantly, what he's doing today, for the society and for the Indian athlete, chess players, and the recent world champions and the recent top 3 players, 4 players in India are all his disciples, and he's coaching them and helping them really, carry the legacy. And what I thought is it'll be good. Boston, New England has been number one in a lot of different areas. We take pride in biotech and financial services and education and technology services. And I thought it'll be great if the community comes together to help in one sport that we call it, that Boston really supported that sport. So last year, me and a few others, have been contributing to this cause. We said, why don't we just pick one sport where India has the potential, but has not really reached its potential in Olympics or in international sports. So we decided to pick on archery to really help Indian archers really realize their potential. And the reason we picked archery, if you look at archery has been there in India, at least for, in all of our scriptures, we talk about that Lord Shiva had a bow, and then Bhagwan Ram actually picked up the bow then when he got married. And then even Arjun in Mahabharata, was the best archer, at that time. And we thought that despite all this legacy and all of these things in the past, we have actually never won a medal in Olympics in archery. And we thought, why not take this challenge? So I've made a commitment on behalf of my Boston friends and supporters to the OGQ that they should go out and find best resources in the world who can help Indian archers realize their potential. And then we are happy to share that, that work is started. And there are really good international resources because archers in South Korea and other countries have done very well, are helping our Indian archers. And we're excited with the potential and the promise we are seeing for the LA Olympics.
And the next Olympics will be here in the US,
That's right.
Los Angeles.
Given that the LA Olympics are only about 2.5 years now, so 700 and some days, we're very excited. In the event that we had yesterday, we encouraged everybody to actually go and then take their kids to LA Olympics. So while we can see how every country is doing, but also inspiring for us to kids to see the potential that these athletes have and how they are performing.
And by the way, Vivek, last night when I attended the event, it was a fantastic event. It was so inspiring that I literally had a goosebumps, watching that video about these Indian, Paralympics, and especially the archery part was really fascinating.
That's right.
And there were also this time I saw many kids there as well, ask great questions. So it was a fantastic event, and hopefully the momentum builds up enough that you get enough support from Boston to accomplish.
No, thank you for coming and thank you for supporting. So we, by design, invited a lot of kids yesterday to come and hear and meet all these athletes who can be an inspiration. So while Vishwanath Anand was there, the OGQ CEO, Viren Raskunia, who has been hockey captain for India, was there. Ajay was there. He's been the number one badminton player for India. And Anushka, who's been number one badminton and doubles player for India, they were also there. So they were there helping kids understand and inspiring them. But I think more importantly, the video that you mentioned, Upenji, is the Paralympics, So
yes, that's what
and it's a very touching subject because in India, a lot of these kids who were born with disabilities did not have the right infrastructure. They were made fun of, when they were growing up. Their parents had to struggle to really make both ends meet to keep these kids, supported. However, with the sports and with the recognition they are getting, with the success they are having, and with the resources now they have, the people who have the desire and the potential, they are getting dignity back. They are contributing to the society, and they are really inspiring a lot of other kids in the similar situation to really don't give up and then try best possible they can to really overcome some of the physical disabilities they had. And yesterday we didn't discuss, but some of the athletes that you saw in the video, it's a true story that when they were growing up, they were made fun of some schools. They were denied admission in certain schools because of their physical disability.
Sure.
However, once they achieved the success, they were asked to be chief guest in the same places where they were denied admission. And, their parents, actually, if you meet them, they say that they are the happiest because when the kids were growing up, the parents were asked to abandon them or to leave them.
I think many did, right?
And some of them did. However, today those parents are known by the name of the kids. That
Sure.
This is Sheetal's mom, or this is this person's parent, and all that. And they're doing well for themselves and for the society. So we're actually very proud of the effort that is being made to really help.
Sure.
They have a process of looking at these kids at a very early age, building training centers, building world-class coaches, and improving chances of abled as well as Paralympics. So India has done very well in the last 2 Paralympics, and OGQ has been a big supporter of several athletes there.
So Vivek, how did you get interested in this organization, and how has been your OGQ journey?
No, it's a very interesting question. So I said this yesterday, actually, when we moved to US, the very first event we went to see was Atlanta Olympics. I used to live in South Carolina, and the Olympics was closed. And coming from India, Olympics was a big thing. There were no franchise teams and all that
Sure.
at that time. So we were lucky to go to see certain events in '96 Olympics in Atlanta. I saw India-Pakistan hockey game, which was an amazing event. But I saw several other events. And in that Olympics, India only got 1 bronze medal. That was through Leander Paes in tennis.
Mm-hmm.
And this thought has always been there that while India has so much potential and we do so well,
And so many people.
and with so much, how come we are never so successful in Olympics? So this thought was there, but nothing I could do. Fortunately, about a few years ago, I've met a friend of mine who introduced me to OGQ and who said this organization is really working. And I was so excited. I met the team. I made a big commitment to them in terms of resources and what I think we can do. And slowly, what I realized, a lot of us have gone through that challenge in our life that we have always said, my God, India, despite all its resources, have not been able to realize the potential. And, government can only do so much. The government does a lot of things, and there's a lot of resources that the government of India and the state governments provide.
So only exception has been cricket, right? And maybe to some
So
extent.
yeah, that's right. I mean, there's a lot of commercialization, and there's been success.
And the cricket has not been in Olympic
not
anyway.
yet, but it's coming in 28.
28,
Next
okay.
Olympics, it is coming. So there will be cricket in 2028 in LA. So cricket fans will have an opportunity. One more reason to go to LA.
Excellent.
LA, and I hope India sends a good team and then we do well.
Hmm.
But you're right. I think so. That was the frustration. That's how I got involved, because I found an organization that was formed by athletes, sports people, that is run by sports people who run it with a lot of passion, and you saw some of them yesterday, that is only for athletes, So very unique organization that is genuinely committed to make India's athletics prospects better and compete. And there are amazing stories. You heard some of them last night, that really gives us confidence that India has a bright future in all of these other sports.
And Vivek, you also, as a philanthropist, you support many charities, many nonprofit groups here in Boston as well. And but with OGQ, I noticed that you are also spending a lot of time as well. So how do you look at contribution of time as a philanthropist?
No, I think what's important, and I try to do this everywhere, because rather than just doing a general commitment, we like to take on programs which we can help get better, and then there's measurable outcomes. So even with other organizations, we have done very specific programs so that we can make a longer term commitment so that the program continues with desired outcomes so that we can measure the success and the impact we are making. And trying to do the same thing with OGQ as well, that, while they're working. And that's why we decided to work on one sport from Boston so that we can focus our resources and energy on that one sport. While we are supporting OGQ and we support all other sports as well, but given that archery is of importance, we have not won and the potential is huge, we thought that let us focus our energy, at least for the next 1 or 2 Olympic cycles, on one sport.
And when you made the announcement in the meeting, I just loved this because you said there that to the OGC team that they shouldn't worry about, doesn't matter what it takes, everything will be given to them for the, till at least
that's right,
the Olympics. And
because all these things cost money. I mean, getting foreign coaches, therapists, physiotherapists, equipments, the best in class, it needs resources. Also, for us to improve our chances, we need to have a wider and a broader pool. We need to send these athletes to compete in more and more international tournaments so that they get better exposure and then they see what the competition is out there, right? So it all becomes very expensive. There are limitations on, I think, what the government does and what other resources they have or what their sponsors. And that's why we said that if we really want to win here, we told them that you go out and hire the best and then do the best. We will work on the resources. And, we're fortunate that we are, able to support, and then we need more community support to really make this as a Boston, event for the 2028 Olympics.
Excellent. Vivek, thank you so much for your time.
You're very welcome. Thanks.